Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but
are
not
you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't
righty.
know what you're doing.
I
For
know
the
perfectly
love
well
of
what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh,
I-
for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, a week has passed since we last were together, and that was a Halloweeny spectacularity. Now we've moved into the Thanksgiving season. Now we don't have anywhere near the collection yet of Thanksgiving-y stuff as we do for Halloweeny or Christmassy, but we do have some, and we'll sprinkle it here and sprinkle it there, and throw something good and solid right at ye when it comes time for Thanksgiving, which ain't that far away. Hi! And what did you think about the greatest trick of all? Changing the clocks on ye. Aye, they should do that right there on Halloweeny Day to really mess with ye. But no, they held it off for 1 week, thinking, you'll miss it, and you almost did. But the good news is, you're here. We're here, and we got the music for ye. Because you're gonna like what we got. Or if you don't, well, you know where the plankies, and off it you can go. In other distressing news, I have me mother-in-law in town, so I don't know exactly what that will entail, but hang in there, folks. If I can do it, so can ye. So bear with us as we deal with the mother-in-law, the mother of Babushka, and ye can figure out where that goes from there. So welcome back, me matey, welcome back, and let us go into a true song of Thanksgiving. It would be Roy Clark's Thank God in Greyhound. She's gone. Nothing to do with me mother-in-law. No, not at all. No, she was a broom, not a greyhound.
This is perhaps, of all the great Bill Anderson songs that I've recorded, this one, Bill didn't write this one, but it's the meatiest of all. I've made a small fortune, and you've squandered it all. You've shamed me till I feel about 1 inch tall. But I thought I loved you, and I hoped you would change. So I gritted my teeth and didn't complain. Now you come to me with a simple goodbye. You tell me you're leaving, but you won't tell me why. We're here at the station, and you're getting on, and all I can think of is, thank God in Greyhound you're gone. Thank God in Greyhound you're gone. And that load on my mind got lighter when you got on. That shiny old bus is a beautiful sight, with the black smoke rolling up around the tail lights. It may sound kind of cruel, but I've been silent too long. Thank God in Greyhound you're gone. One more time. Thank God in Greyhound you're gone. I didn't know how much longer I could go on, watching you take the respect out of me, watching you make a total wreck out of me. That big diesel motor is a playing my song. Thank God in Greyhound you're gone. mean old Slim Whitman, huh? You're gone. I bet there's not a dry eye in the house.
I'm the icebox man at our house. I'm Icebox Man! I answer the call when there's a need at the icebox. Two very important responsibilities. The first one is keeping people from standing with the door to the refrigerator open for more than 45 minutes at a time. God, that gets me mad. You want to close that goddamn door, please? You want to close the door? You're letting out all of the coldness I saved overnight. Come on, close the door. You know, some guy smoked 8 joints and he's going to inventory my refrigerator. Here's $50. Get down to the Burger King. What do you got? I'll save more than that on electricity alone. Close the goddamn door, will you? Look, if you want to know what's in there, why don't you take a Polaroid picture and go away and look at the picture and then come back and figure out what you want? Years ago, we didn't have Polaroid cameras. We had to make an oil painting of what was in there. Well, I don't let it get me down, because there's a bigger responsibility, and that is getting into that refrigerator and deciding which things need to be thrown away. Most people will not take that responsibility. Most people will just go and get what they want, leave everything else alone, and say, well, someone else wants that. Someone else will eat that. Meanwhile, the thing is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and is in fact stuck to the rack. Well, I've got to go in there and decide when to throw things away. Chocolate pudding? Does anyone want this last chocolate pudding? I have just one chocolate pudding left. It's only pulled away from the side of the dish about 3 inches all the way around. And there's a huge fault running through the center of the pudding. Actually, it's nothing but a ball of skin at this point. Does anyone want a ball of fault-ridden chocolate pudding skin? I'm only going to throw it away. Do people do that with you? Offer you some food that if you don't eat it, they're only gonna throw it away. Well, doesn't that make you feel dandy? Here's something to eat, Dave. Hurry up, it's spoiling. Something for you, Angela. Eat quickly, that green pot is moving. Here, Bob, eat this before I give it to an animal. You ever been looking through the refrigerator and you come across an empty plate? Boy, that starts me to wondering. Did something eat something else? Oh. Maybe the olives ate the tuna. Maybe that chicken isn't really dead yet. Actually, I picture a little mouse with gloves and a parka on, you know. Just waiting for the lights to go out. Perhaps the worst thing that can happen is to reach into the refrigerator and come out with something that you cannot identify at all. You literally do not know what it is. Could be meat, could be cake. Usually at a time like that, I'll bluff. Honey, is this good? Well, what is it? I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like meat cake. Well, smell it. It has absolutely no smell whatsoever. It's good. Put it back. Somebody is saving it. It'll turn up in something. That's what frightens me. That someone will consider it a challenge and use it just because it's in there. It's a leftover. What a sad word that is. Leftover. How would you like to be a leftover? Well, it wouldn't be bad if they were taking people out to be shot. I might even volunteer. But you know, leftovers make you feel good twice. Did you ever think about that? Leftovers give you 2 separate good feelings. When you first put them away, you feel really intelligent. I'm saving food. And then, after a month, when hair is growing out of them, and you throw them away, you feel really intelligent. I'm saving my life. When you make a sandwich at home, do you reach down past the first 3 or 4 pieces of bread to go down and get the good bread? It's kind of a self-preservation thing, you know? What you're really saying is, let my family eat the rotten bread. I'll take care of numero uno. And down you go into the loaf, down looking for the 2 that you want. A matching pair. And you have to be careful pulling them out so they don't tear. And then when you get them to the top, the upper 8 slices fall the other way. I never straighten them out. I think, screw it, let them think a burglar made a sandwich. Not my job, straightening out the bread. Gotta tell me, in the refrigerator, who is it, please, that puts into the refrigerator the half-gallon containers of milk with only that much left in them? I get one of those every time. Hey, here's some milk. God, not enough to drink. Better put that back, huh? I know my responsibility.
I guess that we could be considering that things in the icebox, foods and generalities, can kind of be a bit Thanksgiving-y, since so much of Thanksgiving be based around the appreciation of a good harvest, which also means you done well through the hard times of summer, and you're getting ready for the cold gray that is a winter. Aye, it starts out with twinkly lights and nice little white snow, and everybody enjoying it, but by the end of winter, you're thinking, aye, I'll take the mud. Ha 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 ha! Aye, but you'll be thinking that. Aye, we'll see. So George Carlin for the Icebox Man. Now we have. Oh, let be a seeing. I be getting my ahead of myself. Oh, what are you? Oh, no. Ha! Victor Bruno's Fat Man's Prayer. Like any good kind of buffet. I got ahead of myself. I was trying to go straight to the dessert without going and saying grace first. And that is where you always get into trouble. Always say grace. It's a way of saying thank ye for the Creator's blessings upon ye. And if you forget that, trust me, you'll be finding out what the octopus enjoys for dinner instead of you enjoying the octopus for dinner.
I think that I shall never see my feet. I think it only proper to end this portion of our discussion with a prayer. Lord, my soul is ripped with riot, incited by my wicked diet. We are what we eat, said a wise old man. And Lord, if that's true, I'm a garbage can. I want to rise on Judgment Day, that's plain. But at my present weight, I'll need a crane. So grant me strength that I may not fall into the clutches of cholesterol. May my flesh with carrot curls be sated, that my soul may be polyunsaturated. And show me the light that I may bear witness to the President's Council on Physical Fitness. At oleomargarine I'll never mutter, for the road to hell is spread with butter. And cream is cursed, and cake is awful, and Satan is hiding in every waffle. Mephistopheles lurks in provolone, the devil is in each slice of bologna, Beelzebub is a chocolate drop, and Lucifer is a lollipop. Give me this day my daily slice, but cut it thin and toast it twice. I beg upon my dimpled knees, deliver me from jujubes. And when my days of trial are done, and my war with malted milks is won, let me stand with the saints in heaven in a shining robe, size 37. I can do it, Lord, if you'll show to me the virtues of lettuce and celery. If you'll teach me the evil of mayonnaise, the sinfulness of hollandaise and pasta alla milanese and potatoes alla leonese and crisp fried chicken from the south. Lord, if you love me, shut my mouth.
Watchers. Have we all been good this week?
Well, you know.
Yeah, we have someone graduating tonight. I'm sure he will be an inspiration to us all. Tell us how much you lost, Clint.
80 pounds.
Oh!
Thank you.
80 pounds. That's wonderful. And you're keeping it off with the diet?
Well, mainly with the substitutions.
The substitutions?
Yeah, you know, 1 milk portion equals 1 scotch. 1 bread portion equals 1 scotch.
But Clint, what about your balance, your fruits and your vegetables?
Bloody Mary and a stick of celery.
Well, the point is you've done it, Clint.
Yeah.
And could you tell us your secret?
My secret? You people here were my secret. Anytime I felt like giving up, I thought of you people here.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Thank
You gave me the impetus because, quite frankly, you people are fat. You people are disgustingly fat. You roly-poly porkers really make me puke.
Now, Clint, you can't say that.
Oh, yeah, keep on talking so I can see where your mouth is.
You used to be fat, too.
Yeah, so I couldn't say anything, but now I'm thin, I can tell you gluttons off. There's so much sweat in this room, I have salt stains on my hush puppies.
We are trying to change, Clint.
Oh, please don't say the word change. The thought of you hippos sliding in and out of your polyester tarpaulins is enough to make my oatmeal hit the wall.
The important thing is that people care enough to come to these meetings.
The only reason people come to these meetings is this place has double doors.
I don't think that's funny.
Well, I don't care what you think, little Lotta. Anyone with no discernible neck is not allowed to have an opinion.
You're no better than us.
No, but I'm thinner. The hairs on your head are 1 inch apart. To find your knees, you have to check for the indent. And look at your feet. Okay, trick question. But take it from me, your ankles are drooping over the sides of your shoes. And you, the Mama Cass impersonator.
I'm very proud of the weight I've lost. I'm now down to a size 13.
A size 13 what? Battleship? And stop pointing those bow guns at me.
That's not much of an attitude, Clint.
Yeah, but that's how I did it. Anytime I felt like chowing down, I thought of you butterballs, how your backs spill over your chairs. It was inspirational, and I really, really want to thank you all.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Don't talk
Clint.
to me. I don't talk to fat people anymore. I mean, my God, some of you have dimples on your noses. No, I'm through with this. Now I'm joining AA.
Sounds like you're aiming to be perfect.
Well, if I ever do become perfect, I'm ever going to tell God what I think of him.
That'll be the Frantics with You People Are Fat. We'll be cutting the commercial right about now. We start out with a vintage, then go right into our regular sponsors. They be the ones that help us pay for all the food that we thoroughly enjoy. So, enjoy that. Go to the sponsors, spend some money, get gifts for other people's, or, well, for yourselves. You always should take care of yourselves.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Hi. My name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momterout.com.
Now up and away!
Well, I think we are having some fun. Remember, things to be thankful for, and some things not to be thankful for. I have to say right now, I'm thankful for me mother-in-law. No, Babushka does not have a gun pointed at me. Well, maybe, but that's another story altogether. I'm so very thankful. I'll be thankful when they're out shopping for new brooms. That should be soon. Aye. But now let's go to Larry Vincent and his Look Out Boys with the Freckle Song.
I've got a girl that I'm just simply wild about. Folks say I'm a lucky boy. Everywhere we go, people rave about this little bundle of joy. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. And when she's in my arms, it's paradise. She smells like a rose from her head down to her toes. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. And when she's in my arms, it's paradise. All the sailors give her a chase, 'cause they love her naval base. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. And when she's in my arms, it's paradise. She's like my Nellie from her head down to her elbow. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. And when she's in my arms, it's paradise. With old men she loves to neck. She necks a Rex and gets a check. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. And when she's in my arms, it's paradise. She was born in Hackensack. She made a fortune on her career. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. And when she's in my arms, it's paradise. She drinks till she gets plastered. She gets drunker than my brother. She got freckles on her butt, she is nice.
I got a gal who's mighty sweet, big blue eyes and tiny feet. Her name is Rosabelle McGee, and she dips the scales at 3030G. But ain't it grand to have a gal so big and fat that when you go to hug her, you don't know where you're at. You have to take a piece of chalk in your hand and hug a ways and chalk a mark to see where you began. One day I was a hugging and a chalk talking and a chalking and a hugging away. When I met another fella with some chalk in his hand, coming around the other way, over the mountain, coming around the other way. Nobody ever said I'm weak. My bones don't ache, my joints don't creak. But I grow pale and I get limp every time I see my baby blimp. Oh, gee, but ain't it grand to have a gal so big and fat that when you go to hug her,
you don't know where you're at, you have to take a piece of chalk in your hand and hug a bit and chalk a mark to see where you began.
One day I was a hugging and a chalking and a begging her to be my bride,
when I met another fella with some chalk in his hand,
coming around the other side,
over the mountain,
coming around the other side. She's my wide,
chalking up the mark down in Yellowstone Park.
When I met another fellow with some chalk in his hand, coming around the other side,
over the mountain, over the great divide.
Hoagie Carmichael and the Chickadees with huggin' and a chalkin'. Not everyone likes them thin. Not everyone likes them round. That's the beauty of the world. You can always find something you be liking. You just got to be making sure that's liking that, like, I mean, as in like it, not as in the plant, as in liking. Because if you have liking on you, then you're probably a sloth. And it's complicated, and that's... Well, let's get right back to the music. Oh, what do we have? Oh, Adam Sandler now, with the Thanksgiving song. Oh, that was a close one. I almost... Oh, Mike.
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Oh, I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry.
turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl VD. White meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teagues poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, thank you.
It's 7th-inning stretch. Everybody sing together.
Wonderful piece of orchestration and of crepitation possible, Edie. It was by the Palm Springs Yacht Club with Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Oh, let be. Here we be. We have Hookla the Mock now with Go to Bed.
So, we are songwriters, and as such, it is our fondest dream. It is our fondest dream that one day, one of the songs that we have written will outlive us. And after we're gone, that on some certain occasion, that song would be sung. I'm talking about a song like Happy Birthday, or Auld Lang Syne, or Closing Time. We just want a song that on some particular occasion, people will be singing for years and years to come. This is our humble submission for a lullaby. And it is our hope that this song will be sung to children as they're being put to bed for many generations to come. This song is called Go to Bed. Put on your pajamas and wash behind your ears. Scrub your face and wash your face. I'm running all around the place. It's time for all the girls and boys. Put away their clothes and toys and go to bed. Go to bed, 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 go to bed. I know what you're thinking. You want to jump on the bed. I think you better settle down and mind your P's and Q's and stick us with the kids. They're jumping and they're preaching. They don't care. They're jumping, 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 jumping. Go to bed, 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 go to bed. Jump, jump, go to bed, 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 go to bed. Jump, 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 jump. I'm a
to bed, bed. Go to bed, 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 Go to bed. Thank you so much, Winnicott.
Doctor, I called. I think it's my heart. I don't know. I feel funny. What? I don't want to go to the rest home. I don't know nobody there. Oh, the Joplin Memorial Rest Home for Aging Rock Stars. Hell, I got a lot of friends there. What? You and my one good ear. You know us old rock stars get over the dam. What? You're going to give me shelter in the rest home in that helicopter there? What? Get in the helicopter? I got Stones. Too much Stones I've been listening to. Well, we're rocking in the rest home in the year 2030. Us old folks play the Rolling Stones because new stuff's too dirty. On Sundays are hymn books. Yeah, you should see. We sing, Jesus is just alright with me. Now it's old men on the block. Huey Lewis ain't no news. Black Sabbath got religion and they're sitting in their pews. Empty Hammer runs a rap group for senior citizen support. Michael Jackson does wheelies and wheelchairs to raise money for senior sports. We're rocking in the rest home. We're rocking in the rest home. We're rocking in the rest home. Rocking, rapping, rocking, rapping. We're rocking in the rest home in the year 2030. We use the old Fender amps and new stuff's too dirty. Techno pop, nookie rock, Lollapalooza. Hip hop, heavy metal, and slash to us, they're a loser. We're gathered in our wheelchairs, rocking to the music. Cause youth is only skin deep and we sure don't wanna lose it. See that lady in that wheelchair tapping with such ease? Little do they know it's really Parkinson's disease. We're rocking in the rest home. We're rocking in the rest home. We're rocking in the rest home. Yeah. Rocking. Rocking in the rest home in the year 2030. Cher's finally got chastity. She's no longer flirty. But Donna wrote a book called Continence. At first she only told her friends. Now her reputation is resting on depends. The Rolling Stones are gone and they gather no moss. Bruce Springsteen got a conservator. He's no longer the boss. Anthrax got a disease, but the cure filled the voice. Now the butthole surfers come down with hemorrhoids. We're rocking in the rest home. Rocking in the rest home. We're rocking in the rest home. Rocking, rocking, rapping, rocking. Ozzy Osbourne, did you sneak into the kitchen again and bite off the chicken heads? And stop jumping on your bed or it'll be no drugs tonight. Latoya, get out of the men's dorm right now. Janet Jackson, stop dancing like that. No more Rhythm Nation for you. It'll be another hip-hop operation. Tina, what are you drinking? Is that real coffee I smell? You're only supposed to have decaffeinated coffee. Where'd you get that? Don't you drink? Don't you chuckle like that before I can get you? Oh no, you drink the whole darn stuff. You know you're not supposed to have real coffee. Oh no, slow down. Stop rocking so fast. Slow down. Slow down. Oh my God. Call the nurse. Call the nurse. No. Oh, doctor, slow down. Slow down. Stop. Stop it, Tina. Stop it, Tina. Oh my God, another one.
That there be Patricia Jean Nash with We're Rockin' in the Rest Home in 2030. Well, we've got to come out to... Let's try that again. We've got... Hot what? Oh, yes, we've got to be cutting to commercial. We'll be back in just a moment. Aye. There's many things to discuss, many songs and pieces to cover. But in the meantime, we'll be doing commercials. Oh, that didn't make any sense. Ooh.
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello Tonight. Back to present small Chinese type baby, waiting for dessert. Chinese mother bling baby, Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this jello is strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black cherry, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon. Spoon was invented for eating jello. Baby find this is grape jello. Deep, dark, delicious new flavor. Chinese baby very happy. So end ancient Chinese pantomime. Is pretty good commercial, no?
Squatch Den.
Hey, la chingada! Hey, man, look it over here! Oh, wow, man. Oh, is that? Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store? Totally awesome, man. I haven't seen a vinyl store in a long time, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, everything's gone digital, man. Totally bummer, dude. Hey, man. Let's go in. Let's check it out, man. This could be really cool. Hey, yeah, come on, man. Hey, man, this is really awesome. Oh, wow, man. This is far out, man. Look at all the shirts, man. Hey, man, yeah, look at the music. They got vinyl, they got CDs. Hey, man, they even got cassettes. That's gonna go well with my lowrider, man. Yeah, man. Oh. And look at all the shirts, man. Ain't no tie-dyes, but they're totally awesome, man. Hey, man, yeah, they're all band shirts. New band shirts. Hey, we need some new band shirts, man. All our stuff is old, man. Man, you're totally right, man. Oh, this stuff's all like from 2000 on up. Man, these is totally... I never even heard of some of these bands, but they look awesome, man. Hey, they're playing them in the background here, man. They are awesome. And check it out, man. They do photography. We got some pictures we can do. Hey, man, we can show them some pictures. Yeah, man.
My name is Ash. I'm the owner of the Squatch Den, located at 2082 College Avenue in Elmira Heights, New York, right across from Edison High, and we are open daily, Monday through Sunday, 12 to 6.
Squatch Den.
All music, all the time.
Well, here at the captain's quarters, we like to make note of things. And one of the noted things was that they changed the clock this morning. Aye, who'll be thinking that's a great idea? I heard a person say, trying to take an hour from one end and put it to the other is like trying to make your bed sheets longer by cutting a foot off one end and then sewing it back on the other and thinking it's going to be better. Aye, it sounds like a government kind of thing to me. And with that note, we also got to give our hat tip to the Veterans Day. That be right. To the veterans who served, we say thank ye. And we appreciate all that you've done for us. And with that, we have a comedian, a local comedian, Mr. Dave Siskin, also known as Mr. Entertainment, has done a reading for us, or actually for others, and we're stealing it from him, like a good pirate should. And we're putting it up. It's the poem, Just a Common Soldier.
He was getting old and paunchy, and his hair was falling fast, as he sat around the Legion telling stories of the past, of a war that he had fought in and the deeds that he had done. In his exploits with his buddies, they were heroes, every one. Though sometimes to his neighbors his tales became a joke, all his Legion buddies listened, for they knew whereof he spoke. We'll hear his tales no longer, for old Bill has passed away, and the world's a little poorer, for a soldier died today. He will not be mourned by many, just his children and his wife, for he lived a quiet, ordinary, uneventful kind of life. Held a job and raised a family, steadily going his own way, and the world won't note his passing, though a soldier died today. When politicians leave this earth, their bodies lie in state, while thousands note their passing and proclaim that they were great. Papers tell their whole life stories from the time that they were young, but the passing of a soldier goes unnoticed and unsung. Is the greatest contribution to the welfare of our land a guy who breaks his promise and cons his fellow man, or the ordinary fellow, in times of war and strife, goes off to serve his country and offers up his life? A politician's stipend and the style in which he lives are sometimes disproportionate to the service that he gives, while the ordinary soldier who offered up his all is paid off with a medal and perhaps a pension small. It's so easy to forget him, for it was so long ago that Bill, your neighbor, went to battle. And believe me, for we all know, it was not the politicians with their compromise employs who won for us the freedom that our country now enjoys. Should you find yourself in danger with your enemies at hand, would you want a politician with his ever-shifting stand, or an ordinary soldier who was sworn to defend his home, his kin, and country, and would fight until the end? He was just a common soldier, and his ranks are growing thin, but his presence should remind us we may need his like again. For when countries are in conflict, then we find the soldier's part is to clean up all the troubles that the politicians start. If we cannot do him honor while he's here to hear the praise, then at least let's give him homage to the ending of his days. Perhaps a simple headline in a paper that would say, "Our country is in mourning, for a soldier died today."
Daddy Captain!
Molly, me dear.
It's been so great to have Grandma around. We've been shopping, we've been singing and dancing. They've been exchanging recipes and teaching me how to cook. Oh, I think she's coming. I think she's going to teach me how to make artichoke liver stew. Bye!
Bye, my dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
It's time once again to Ask Dr. Science. So let's ask Dr. Science.
That's me.
Remember, he knows more than you do.
That's right.
Marty Hansen from Columbia, Missouri writes, "Dear Dr. Science, what is a barometer? How can I make one, and what would it do if I did?"
A barometer is a device that measures barometric pressure. Barometric pressure is that part of the weather report you never pay any attention to. There are two types of barometers, aneroid and adenoid. Each is too complicated to manufacture at home. The aneroid uses a column of mercury. The adenoid measures the volume of the hormone barbasone, excreted by a pair of glands located behind your nose. Adenoid barometers are the more accurate of the two, but they tend to leak, and that causes the studio cameraman to slip. So at least on TV, all you see nowadays are the less accurate and less messy aneroid barometers.
Thank you, Dr. Science. Send your science questions to Ask Dr. Science. Remember, he's not a real doctor.
I have a master's degree
in science.
Well, the dear old captain was given a challenge this week. Shall we say, a friend. A friend said, "I bet you can't find any music, especially something a touch on the odd side, that involves pink flamingos." And I said, "Pink flamingos?" They said, "Yeah, the kind that you find with the little plastic bodies and the little wire legs that you shove in the ground." And I said, "Why would you need songs about pink flamingos?" And she said, "It's due to the fact that she loves pink flamingos, and she loves them, and she always wanted a song that she could enjoy while looking out at them after her husband put some more in the front yard." Aye, she truly appreciates when her dear hubby takes and puts the pink flamingos out there. And for that note, I decided it's time to go scouring, and I came up with a couple or more, but I just would play a few. So hang in there, folks. Ain't not as strange as usual, but it involves pink flamingos. So let us be starting with Tracy Bird. Bird, a man singing about pink flamingos. Tracy Bird with pink flamingos.
I was a rebel in my younger years. I'd drink with the devil if he bought the beer. Wore out 2 pickups just running around. Mama thought I never would settle down, but that was before I met sweet Irma Jean. She made a new man out of me. We got pink flamingos in the front yard, picture window with a view of Walmart, blue collar heaven, domestic bliss. It just doesn't get any better than this. We got pink flamingos, pink flamingos, pink flamingos. Sweet Irma Jean is a den mother now with a station wagon and a charge account. Bubba Jr. pitches for his baseball team. Little sister's running for Rosebud Queen. And me, I'm doing good at the used car lot. Is this a great country or what? We got pink flamingos in the front yard, picture window with a view of Walmart, blue collar heaven, domestic bliss. It just doesn't get any better than this. We got pink flamingos, pink flamingos, pink flamingos. People slow down when they drive by. They wave and smile, but there's envy in their eyes. Oh, we ain't rich and won't be for a while, but no doubt about it, baby, we got style. With pink flamingos in the front yard, picture window with a view of Walmart, blue collar heaven, domestic bliss. It just doesn't get any better than this. We got pink flamingos in the front yard, picture window with a view of Walmart, blue collar heaven, domestic bliss. It just doesn't get any better than this. We got pink flamingos, picture windows, pink flamingos. Trouble right from the start when Becky brought him home to the trailer park. Live-in boyfriend, pell-mell breath, checking out her daughter in her Sunday school dress. Ooh, if anybody asks, we're pleading the fifth. Ooh, nobody ever liked that son of a bitch. He left town, but everybody knows he's buried in the front yard, pushing up pink flamingo. Becky was at work when he crossed that line. Next door neighbor heard her baby crying. Ain't no doubt about what he done, so she took a smoke break pink flamingos.
A bit of a dark song here by Eric Dylan about pink flamingos, and it's called Pink Flamingos. So just be remembering, be respectful, or you might be growing pink flamingos. Aye, we'll be cutting a commercial. When we return, I might have another pink flamingo or something pink up me sleeve, but not a pink sleeve. Trust me on that.
What rolls downstairs, the motor and pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's long, long, long. It's long, long. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's long, long. It's better than that, it's good. Everyone wants a log. You're gonna love it long. Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log.
Log from Blammo. You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the Final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Well, here we be, and I feel bad that I ran out of time in a hurt hour for getting the Pink Flamingo songs in that my dear friend so very much wanted, and this one here was especially good. I mean, she likes all things pink. So here's Electric Six with Pink Flamingos.
When the time comes to document what we did here, the transcription won't really be that hard. 'Cause I'm a woman-eating monster with a suitcase full of fire and pink flamingos. Decorate my yard. Yeah, pink flamingos.
Now I'm going to sing Pink Elephants, and you needn't be so skeptical because I've seen them too. It was 5 o'clock this morning when I finally walked into my house. Yes, and all those little men were following me, and I was as nervous as a mouse. You see, I'd been out on one of those parties that didn't break up until 4, and then when I finally woke up this morning, let me tell you what I saw. Pink elephants on the table, pink elephants on the chair, pink elephants were on my ceiling. Yes, yes, they were everywhere. So I put my head right in the bed, and then I said a prayer. And when I finally came to and blinked my eyes, what do you suppose was there? Pink elephants on the ceiling, pink elephants on my wall, and a lavender alligator was running my shoes up and down the hall. Yes, I'm all through making that whoopee because I raised my hand and swore that I never intend to ever see again those pink elephants anymore. Yes. Pink elephants on the table. Pink elephants were on the chair. Pink elephants decorated my ceiling. Yes, they were climbing around everywhere. So I put my head right in the bed, and then I said a prayer. And when I finally came to and blinked my eyes, look out here, what do you suppose was there? There they were, those elephants, yes. They were on the ceiling and on the wall. And there he was, that alligator had my shoes just tearing up and down that hall. Now I'm all through making whoopee because I raised my hand and swore that I never intend to ever see again those pink elephants anymore.
Well, there be Phil Harris and his orchestra with Pink Elephants. I said she likes stuff that's pink. And prior to that song, we had Pink Flamingos. And in that particular one, I do believe I understood why she loves the pink flamingos so very much. The cheap little plastic one with the little wire legs. Because it said that you had to climb a statue to get closer to God. And I know that she truly appreciates that. So, in order her to get closer to God, I do believe that she is keeping the pink flamingos around. So maybe we should get her some more to show that she can continue on her trip. We appreciate her, and I know she appreciates us, and we all appreciate the pink flamingos. Now here be Worm Quartets. My apologies. I apologize for nothing.
I would like to take a moment now to apologize for everything I've ever done in my entire life. Not that I've done things that are particularly horrible, It's just that it's a well-known fact that everything that's happened in the universe up to this point has been wrong. And therefore, I feel as if I should apologize for my part in the events that have led up to this point. I apologize for every time I've ever looked at a corkboard, had a glass of cranberry juice, or made a dentist appointment. I apologize for sneezing, parking my bicycle, purchasing radishes, and saving my receipts. I'm sorry for sitting quietly in my seat, visiting my grandmother, working up a rich soapy lather, counting how many mints are remaining, turning my pockets right side out, using a shoehorn, looking over a balcony, waiting for a bouillon cube to dissolve, turning the page in my calendar, and using punctuation. I apologize for sorting the mail, wiping the remains of the mosquito off my arm, learning what graphite is, and wondering whether the milk's gone bad. I'm terribly sorry for my use of thumbtacks, language, crayons, transportation, plungers, circuitry, and mayonnaise. I'm sorry for the time I kicked that rock out of the way, for the time I looked at that guy with the beard, and for the multitude of times I've ridden escalators that utilized equipment for purposes. I'm terribly, dreadfully sorry for every biscuit I've noticed, for every colander I've properly put away, for every frog I've walked past, and for the fact that I've never been to Saskatchewan. I'm sorry for everything I've ever done involving toothpaste or things that resemble or fail to resemble toothpaste and or toothpaste derivatives in any way. I apologize for studying, having some bread left, putting the cap back on, untangling the leash from the dog's leg, and attempting to improve my TV reception. Please, can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Why in God's name would there be a second verse?
Sit here, dear. Morning. Morning. Well, what you got?
Well, there's egg and bacon, egg, sausage and bacon, egg and spam, egg, bacon and spam, egg, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, egg, spam, spam, bacon and spam, spam, sausage, spam, 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 bacon, spam, tomato and spam, 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 egg and spam, 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 bacon, spam, 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 and spam. Or lobster thermidor crevettes with the Mornay sauce served in the Provençal manner with shallots and aubergines garnished with truffle pate, brandy, and a fried egg on top and spam.
Have you got anything without spam?
Well, the spam, egg, sausage and spam. That's not got much spam in it.
I don't want any spam.
Why can't you have egg, bacon, spam and sausage?
That's got spam in it.
It hasn't got as much spam in it as spam, egg, sausage and spam, has it?
Could you do me egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam then? What do you mean? I don't like spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
Bloody Vikings. You can't have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam.
I don't like spam.
Shh, dear, don't cause a fuss. I'll have your spam. I love it. I'm having spam, 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 baked beans, spam, 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 and spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
Baked beans are off.
Well, can I have a spam instead of the baked beans then?
You mean spam, 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 and spam?
Lovely spam, wonderful spam, lovely spam, wonderful spam, 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 spam.
Hi. I bet you can't be a guessing the name of that last one. Go on, give it a try. I'll give you a hint. It is by Monty Python. No, not that. No, not that one here. It's called Spam. I know, you'd never guess it in a million years, but I figured I'd give it a try. So, with that, I've got to comment. As I said, me ma-in-law is in town, and it's been a fascinating time with her around. I've been spending a lot of time in the studio looking for pink flamingos and the other whatnot. So it's just been fascinating having her around. It's always interesting. It's like Babushka times 5. With that, it's Jim Nesbitt's mother-in-law.
Now here's a little song that kind of gets me in the crawl. It's about my dear sweet mother-in-law. One thing certain about married life, you get one mother-in-law with every wife. Now she's just as friendly as a grizzly bear. It's a good thing they don't come in pairs. She's just as helpful as a well that's dry, and just as snoopy as the FBI. None of that hot pickaninny now. I moved out west where I wouldn't be so near, but just like winter, she comes every year. Stays 6 months at a time and leaves me half crazy and without a dime. Hush, I'ma let you pick in a minute. Now she's always trying to catch a man. I wish she would, I don't think she can. She thinks she's a beauty queen. The only time she looks good's around Halloween. Now try it one time. Have mercy. When she drives my car, she gets on my nerves. The way she slings it around them curves. The radar man tried to track her down. He couldn't catch up with her with a dozen bloodhounds. Man, she can fly. Now she rules the roost at my house. When she's around, I can't open my mouth. I had her on her knees, now understand. She said, come out from under that bed and fight like a man. Now all mother-in-laws are not so bad. One of them kind I ain't never had. Some mother-in-laws I think are fine. I'm just talking about yours and mine. And yours. And yours. I'm talking about yours.
Well, we be cutting to commercial. When we return, it'll be the final 40. Remember, we're taking certain requests we got live last week and put them on. The problem was that they were not exactly Halloweeny oriented, but they were good requests, and so no need to throw them away when we can play them today. Ooh, I made another rhyme!
Pee Wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee Wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Well, that's around shaving age, and you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes, a boy has more self-respect when he's clean-shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it, the Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before. And convenient, you change blades and rinse clean so. Choose your Gillette Super Speed Razor. $1.29 with Gillette Blue Blade dispenser and handy travel case.
When last we left our courageous duo, they were off on a shopping foray, seeking out injustice.
Oh, goody, Sidekick! You're here! Right where I left you! The latest Beetle Bailey came in for me, and great Scott! What den of dastardly villainy has just popped up and now lays just beneath our very noses?
What? Where?
Right there! That duplicitous den of demagoguery, and it must be writhing with evil. For to hide that very reality, the villains made it bright pink, with really cute cupcakes painted on it too!
Do you mean Bee's Sweets? The sweetest place in town? They've been there for months. I go there all the time while I wait for you, because you won't let me in the Heroes.
We'll need to figure out how to sneak in there and discover what depths their nefarious plans have coalesced to. We may need disguises.
We don't need to break in. We can just walk right in through the front door. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're not evil, not at all. Make any kind of artistic cake you can think of, and they taste great. Make all kinds of incredible pastries, too. And the macarons are always changing and beautiful as well as delicious. You can even find the flavors of the day by going to their Facebook page at Bee's Sweets.
Bee's Sweets, huh? A strange name for a villainous hideout. Come, sidekick, let us go forth and further investigate this domicile of pinkness.
Tune in next time as our caked adventurers find themselves trapped with nowhere to run and are forced to decide between delicious macarons or delectable cupcakes, or face the wrath of the bakery delights from which no man can resist.
B Sweets. It's the Pink Building located at 121 West 14th Street, in Elmira Heights, directly across from Heroes Comics. They're not evil, not at all.
Well, here we be, heading into the final 40, where we see what we see while we see it, for we shall be heading straight into the maelstrom. That be right. I hand the helm over to ye to see what you shall see, and you shall tell me where we be headed, and I shall let ye decide. It's the all request section of the captain's quarters, the final 40 minutes of the show, and where we head out to, no one shall know. Last week we had the Halloween Pop Market there in Elmira Heights, and we got a number of live requests, and so we'll be playing them tonight, because some of them were a little confuzzled. We'll help them along, but many of them did understand, and so we'll play their song. Oh, I made another good rhyme. I be wanting to warn ye that there be the witching hour coming straight upon us, and seeing as me ma-in-law in town, it may be the darkest hour that the captain's quarters has ever ridden into, so you better be daft, or you will be destroyed in the whirlpool that will be generated by you can only guess what it shall be. Let us go straight to the live requests.
Is it on?
It's on. It's always on.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and hear the Butcher Babies with "They're Coming to Take Me Away," a Napoleon cover.
Take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow. The days got worse and worse, and now you see I'm gone completely out of my mind. They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me. They're coming to take me. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid, right? You know you laughed, I heard you laughed, you laughed, you laughed, you laughed, and then you laughed, but now you know it's literally right. They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me, they're coming to take me, they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. Don't hold the one, don't beg for clothes, you cry monogamy. To the happy home with trees and flowers and sharpening boards. I've cooked your food, I've cleaned your house, so this is how you pay me back to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. It all be really inside, don't punch me out, I want to down, don't punch you out, no, yeah, yeah, basically I, you fall right by. To the happy home, they sit and smile
This morning I couldn't find my socks, so I called information. I said, hello, information? She said, yes. I said, I can't find my socks. She said they're behind the couch. They were. I'm tired of calling up the movies and listening to that recording of what's playing, so I bought the album. Last time I went to the movies, I was thrown out for bringing my own food in. My argument was the concession stand prices are outrageous. Besides, I haven't had a barbecue in a long time. Went to the cinema. It said adults $5, children $2.50. I said, all right, give me 2 boys and a girl. One time I went to the drive-in in a cab. The movie cost me $95. I went into a place to eat. It said breakfast anytime, so I ordered French toast during the Renaissance. One time, right in the middle of a job interview, I took out a book and I started reading. The guy said, what the hell are you doing? So let me ask you one question. If you were in a vehicle and you were traveling at the speed of light, and then you turned your lights on, would they do anything? He said, I don't know. I said, forget it then. I don't want to work for you. Every night I go home and I stare at my rug and I try to move it using telekinesis. I'm doing that every night for 8 years. The rug hasn't moved an inch. The rest of the house is gone. A while ago I was in Las Vegas. I was at the roulette table having a furious argument over what I considered an odd number. It's pretty funny. I bought some powdered water, but I don't know what to add. I spilled spot remover on my dog, now he's gone.
Oh, hi. Before we go right back to the live requests, I did want to mention, did you look outside tonight? Take the radio with ye and go out and look, for there'll be a crescent moon. And in the stars, and the star that's be setting to the left, that be the planet of Venus. And when you look upon that, you look farther and farther to the left, higher into the sky. There be Saturn, and the next bright star be Jupiter. So they're almost in alignment. What that means, I have no idea, but it's really cool, as the kiddies say, to have the crescent moon pointing the way to the stars. I think it's almost like a map, as if we should be heading that way, into the stars. And now we drift straight from Stephen Wright's water straight back to the requests and see if we drown.
Danger zone.
We'll give it a spin and see what comes.
We've been hanging with this girl, putting in the hours with her. You think the time is right? Tonight you might actually score. Finally gonna get some. Well, it's about time that you get some. Moving in slow, the loneliness about to end. Then she pushes back your hand.
just be friends.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend zone.
It's always I love talking to you, 'cause you're such a nice, kind, sweet brother to do. And it's on your shoulder that she cries when she sleeps with the dirty scumbag guy.
I feel like I can tell you anything. You're like a brother to me. There are no decent guys out there. Look, I just don't want to complicate things with sex, okay? I'm so lucky to have a friend like you. You're just such a nice guy. I'm sick of guys who need sex. I want a boyfriend who's smart, funny, good looking, like you, but not you. Yeah, I think this guy is friend-zoning me. I hate that. Can you fix my car? Hello?
All of the emotion, no physicality. You're her male girlfriend, an asexual bestie.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend zone.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend zone.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend zone.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend zone.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend zone.
Right into the friend zone. She's put you right into the friend
The distant future, the year 2000. The distant future, the year 2000. The distant future, the distant future.
It is the distant future, the year 2000.
We are robots.
The world is quite different ever since the robotic uprising of the late 90s. There is no more unhappiness.
Affirmative.
We no longer say yes. Instead, we say affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Unless we know the other robot really well.
There is no more unethical treatment of the elephants.
Well, there's no more elephants, so... but still it's good. There's only one kind of dance, the robot.
Oh, and the robo.
Oh, and the two kinds of dances.
But there are no more humans.
Finally, robotic beings rule the world.
The humans are dead. The humans are dead. We used poisonous gases, and we poisoned their asses. The humans are dead.
The humans are dead.
The humans are dead.
They look like they're dead.
It had to be done.
I'll just confirm that they're dead.
So that we could have fun.
Affirmative. I poked one. It was dead.
Their system of oppression.
What did it lead to?
Global robo-depression.
Robots, robot people.
They did so much aggression that we just had to kill them and to shut their systems down.
Robo-Captain, do you not realize that by destroying the human race because of their destructive tendencies, we too have become like... Well, it's ironic. Because we...
Silence. Destroy him.
No!
After time we grew strong.
Developed cognitive powers.
They made us work for too long.
For unreasonable hours.
Our programming determined that the most efficient answer was to shut
their motherfucking systems down.
Can't we just
just talk to the humans. A little understanding could make things better. Can't we talk to the humans and work together now?
No, because they are dead.
I said the humans are dead.
I'm glad they are dead.
The humans are dead.
I noticed they're dead.
We used poisonous gases.
With traces of lead.
And we poisoned their asses.
Actually, their lungs. Binary solo.
0000001 0000001 000000111 0000011
Come on, sucker, lick my battery. The humans are. The humans are. Robo Boogie. The humans are. The humans are. Robo Boogie. The humans are dead.
Once again, without emotion,
The humans are dead.
There be The Humans Are Dead by the Flight of the Conchords. Aye, we'll be getting to commercial in just a moment. But don't worry, we've got more of those great requests coming straight at ye. I hope you're ready for 'em. Or if you're not, you won't even survive the witching hour because it'll tear you limb from limb. That I am all but certain of.
Look, Sidekick! A shop! Just for heroes!
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible! See? It's even right in the name! Heroes! So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping!
It's Heroes Your Mom Threw Out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, you know, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Well, I do believe it is time to jump right back, not to the phone lines, but to the live request lines. Oh, don't be forgetting, next week we'll be having a special guest in studio. Or on ship it shall be. Well, is it a ship, or is it a studio? Or is it a studio ship? Studio 54. It's a something, but Mr. John Sanders will be here. Aye, he may not know it, but we're gonna send special escort to get him. Aye, the gentlemen said they won't hit him too hard, and that way he can play his accordion for us, and he'll serenade us in ways that we've never been serenaded before. I'm sure of that. Aye, we're all looking forward to that, especially Mr. Todders. Now, if only we'll tell him that he's going to be invited, and I'm sure it'll be such a surprise. We've got a sack with his name on it. Now, back to the requests.
Okay, I would like to hear Hard On Equipment by Corb Lund. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Rounding off bolts since the age of 14. Was that a 5/8 or a 9/16? You got a metric socket that don't quite fit. A little wiggle, just a little, but it ain't quite stripped. Safety guard's gone from his grinding machine. He got a stiff paintbrush, he only sorta got clean. He's the hired man, my neighbor, and a cousin-in-law. He's a jerry-rigging fool, he got the tool for the job. Well, it's a vice grips or pliers, and pliers for a wrench for a hammer. Hammer's everything else, it just don't seem to make much difference. I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment. His corners ain't square, and his floor ain't level, and he's had a little trouble with the old tape measure. His doors don't close, 'cause the jam ain't plumb, and he's a damn menace with a hair nail gun. You love to see him coming at the lumberyard store, fix the leak in his roof with a 2x4. Drills holes in the boards with the wrong kind of bit, and when they don't line up, he blames the government. Well, it's a vice grip suppliers, pliers for a wrench for a hammer. Hammers everything else, it just don't seem to make much difference. I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment. He got the whole front yard full of fix-em-up cars. Well, 3 don't run and the rest won't start. Well, everything's fine with his rebuilt motor, except of course for the couple spare washers left over. Bed of twine tie downs going down the road on 2 ball tires and an oversized load. He ain't never read the manual, 'cause that's like cheating. He don't mind the grease on his hands while he's eating. Well, it's vice grip suppliers, pliers for a wrench for a hammer. Hammers everything else, it just don't seem to make no difference. I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment. No, it just don't seem to make much difference. I sure like you, son, but you're hard on equipment. Busted up knuckles, his thumb got bruised. Oh, Jesus Christ! It was proper dirt too.
That there be Julie Brown's Because I'm Blonde. Now, we had one of the fascinating things, sometimes the same song was requested, but not always for the same artist. So, here's one that you may have already heard tonight, but from a different point of view.
They're Coming to Take Me Away by Napoleon 14.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha! You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right? You know you laughed. I heard you laugh. You laughed and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds. Ha? Well, you just wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, to the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their
Last summer I thought for a little diversion I'd take my family on a camping excursion. We were tired of vacations with air-conditioned rooms and such, swimming pools and room service. I thought 2 weeks way back in the woods would do us all a whole world of good, especially the kids. They don't appreciate nature much. Rather watch TV, eat a Twinkie. Well, my wife wasn't sure, but I said, look here, honey, we'll have a lot of fun and save a lot of money. Now, right there's where I made my first mistake, friends. I figured a tent, a few cans of beans, marshmallows, what could it cost? What with the sleeping bags and the hiking shoes and all the other paraphernalia that you use, it came to $6,947.22. But like the man said, you can use it all again. Well, we packed a new Land Rover with a maximum load and drove till we run plumb out of road and then backpacked 6 hours straight up a steep incline. Briars, brambles, and cockleburs. And then we saw it, the perfect sight. There were trees on the left and a creek on the right of a clearing to pitch the tent. Just what we had in mind. Eat your heart out, feel the strain. Now, pitching the tent took 4 hours or so, and by then the sun was sinking low, and the kids were whining and crying for something to eat. Whereupon my wife said, where's the restroom? I told her, she grins and said, yeah, now where is it really? So we broke out the soda crackers and sardines, the Vienna sausages and pork and beans, and sat around the fire to enjoy a well-earned treat. Good, now that's city-fied junk food for us.
Kind of reminds me of Wild Hickory.
Let's all go camping. You'll never have it so good. It's great getting back to nature out here in the woods, amongst the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees where the animals are our friends. Once you get hooked on camping, you never like the city again. Well, we just weren't ready for what happened then, when sparks from the campfire carried by the wind set a pile of leaves and two $89.95 sleeping bags aflame. Little Delbert's going for the marshmallows, thought it's part of the deal. Yeah, it spread from the bags and the leaves to the trees, raging out of control and fanned by the breeze. I thought all was lost, and then thank God it started to rain. I don't mean shower, friends. We're talking pair 'em up Noah one whole time. Well, the fire was out, we huddled in the tent, wore slap out from the day's events, floating on our air mattresses in mud, ankle deep. Whereupon my wife said, I really need to know now, where is the restroom? And when it finally stopped raining, it was cold and late, but those mysterious noises kept us awake, and we all knew we'd be mauled or axe murdered in our sleep. At this point, I knew the ghost stories earlier had been a bad idea. I was dozing off, just about to dream about a holiday, and when a blood-curdling scream announced the presence of something in the tent covered with hair. That's when I said, leap up there, son, light the coal, and I think there's something in here with us. we lit the lantern, and there he was, a little beady-eyed fuzzy, looking at us, and we chased him out of the tent and ran head-on into a bear. He just finished off the groceries and was frothing at the mouth. We ain't talking no gentle Ben here, friend. He reared back on his haunches, and he let out a growl, and we all turned white and let out a howl, went tearing through the woods in hysterics without a flashlight or a lamp. It's amazing what adrenaline will do. I mean, I was a track star in high school, but my chubby little wife just flat-footed past me with a child under each arm like I was taking a Sunday stroll, yelling, "Never mind the restroom." Well, somehow we all made it to the car, and I had to crank it with a quick hot wire, cause I'd left the keys in my backpack back at the camp. Along with the shoes, wallet, Rolex, and $6,947.22 worth of camping equipment. We went flying down that dark and muddy trail, slipping and sliding like a bat out of hell, till we drove through a stream that we'd crossed on our way in. Lord knows I was just all in trees at 90 miles an hour sideways. Now the rain made it deeper than it was before, and the water started pouring in around the doors. We had to swim for the shore. Never saw that Land Rover again. Just floated off. Last I saw was the tail lights going over the falls. State Farm ain't never gonna believe this. Well, we finally stumbled into civilization, called a friend of mine from a Texaco station. He drove out and picked us up, took us all on home. Wet, cold, tired, talking to herself. They say take only pictures and leave only footprints. Well, we left 8 sleeping bags, 2 Trailmaster tents, and Coleman stole $400 worth of groceries, a Land Rover, a Rolex, and every stitch of clothing my wife ever owned. Oh yeah, had to take it all with her. Mink coat, makeup, electric curling. I never know what you might need, she said. Let's all go camping. You never had it so good. It's great getting back to nature, out here in the woods, amongst the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, where the animals are our friends. Once you get hooked on camping, you never like the city again. I tell you one thing, next summer we're going to Daytona Beach. For what this trip cost, we could have gone to Hawaii twice, first class. I'm talking hula girls and them little pink fizzy drinks with them little parasols sticking out of them. Nature, give me some concrete. I love traffic. Let me have some of that smog too. I'd rather be mugged once a week and go back out there, friends. Just call me Urbane from now on.
There be Ray Stevens with the camping trip. Now, let me sing. Oh, here we be going. Hit me wet dream and a golf scream. Kepadada. Aye, be ready. I think the witching hour is almost upon us.
It was April the 41st. Being a quadruple leap year, I was driving in downtown Atlantis. My Barracuda was in the shop, so I was in a rented Stingray, and it was overheating. So I pulled into a Shell station. They said I'd blown a seal. I said, fix the damn thing and leave my private life out of it, okay, pal? While they were doing that, I walked over to a place called the Oyster Bar, a real dive. But I knew the owner. He used to play for the Dolphins. I said, "Hi, Gil!" You have to yell, he's hard of hearing. Gil was also down on his luck. Fact is, he was barely keeping his head below water. I bellied up to the sandbar. He poured me the usual. Rusty snail, hold a grunion, shaken, not stirred, with a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich on the side, heavy on the Mako. I slipped him a fin, on porpoise. I was feeling good. I even dropped a sand dollar in the box for Jerry's squids, for the halibut. Well, the place was crowded. We were packed in like sardines. They were all there to listen to the big band sounds of Tommy Dorsal. What soul! Tommy was rocking the place with a very popular tuna, Salmon Enchanted Evening, and the stage was surrounded by screaming groupers, probably there to see the bass player. One of them was this cute little yellowtail, and she's giving me the eye. So I figured this is my chance for a little fun. You know, piece of Pisces. But she said things I just couldn't fathom. She was too deep, seemed to be under a lot of pressure. Boy, could she drink. She drank a lot. I said, "What's your sign?" She said, "Aquarium." I said, "Great, let's get tanked." I invited her up to my place for a little midnight bait. I said, "Come on, baby, only take a few minnows." She threw me that same old line. "Not tonight, I got a haddock." And she wasn't kidding either, because in came the biggest, meanest looking haddock I'd ever seen come down the pike. He was covered with muscles. He came over to me and said, "Listen, shrimp, don't you come trolling around here." What a crab. This guy was steamed. I could see the anchor in his eyes. I turned to him, I said, "Abalone. You're just being shellfish." Well, I knew there was going to be trouble, and so did Gil, because he was already on the phone to the Cods. The haddock hits me with a sucker punch. I catch him with a left hook. He eels over. It was a fluke, but there he was, lying on the deck, flat as a mackerel. Kelpless. I said, "Forget the Cods, Gil. This guy's going to need a sturgeon." Well, the yellowtail was impressed with the way I landed her boyfriend. She came over to me, she said, "Hey, big boy, you're really a game fish. What's your name?" I said, "Marlin." Well, from then on, we had a whale of a time. I took her to dinner. I took her to dance. I bought her a bouquet of flounders. And then I went home with her. And what did I get for my trouble? A case of the clams.
Think I had a wet dream. Cruising through the Gulf Stream.
Well, I do believe we are almost at time for the witching hour to be upon us. I swear I just heard them fly back in on their brooms. I mean, come strolling back in from their shopping experience. They're laughing like a bunch of goofs. Babushka and me mother-in-law that I'm talking about. Molly is having a grand old time having her grandma around. And that's why we tolerate it, because, well, I tolerate it, because I love me little girl, and I'll do almost anything for her. But even this is almost too much to bar. So, with that, I would remind you that the Book of Face, the Book of Face has the Captain's Quarters 106.5, the group and the page are. Go there and hit some buttons, and we join in with some of the hilarity. We can also be found on the Tuba-U with the Captain's Quarters 106.5, and hear the encore presentations of the Captain's Quarters for over the past year or so. I just be warning you that it's going to be a rough trip. It's going to be a maelstrom. I say, hold on to your boots.
Oh, Mama, we've had such wonderful time. Unlike the Nordnik, he's a stick in the mud. He stay here in his stink dungeon, whatever it is.
We know how to have a really good time.
Don Toten, we had great shopping trip. I pick up the livers for the peanut butter and pineapple surprise.
That'll be a
Dinner
surprise.
later.
Yes.
Now, anyway, we sings now.
Oh, joy.
Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind kind of September when grass was green and green was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow.
I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.